Andrew Neil says Labour is far from meeting its pledge to make the UK the fastest-growing economy in the G7. Its current main challenge is to avoid a recession. Andrew Neil has warned Sir Keir Starmer's party that it is far from meeting its pledge. Britain will become the fastest-growing economy in the G7. The columnist and broadcaster warned that instead of boosting Britain's gross domestic product, GDP, Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer's party now faces having to steer the economy clear of recession. His criticism comes after Threadneedle Street said policymakers are now expecting zero GDP between October and December, even weaker than the 0.3% growth it had forecast in November. Mr. Neil said, Bank of England refuses to cut interest rates because inflation rising again. Downgrades growth outlook for the last 3 months of this year to zero, from previous prediction of 0.3%. Cost of 10-year borrowing for the government at just over 4.5%, over double what it costs Germany to raise money in global debt markets and far higher than France. Even though both are in political crisis. Far from meeting its pledge for UK to become fastest grower in its election manifesto, Labour detailed its ambition for Britain to have the highest growth in the G7 over consecutive years by the end of the current parliament. Since coming to power, the party has been accused of minimising the UK economy and announcing proposals that have pressured businesses, including a planned increase in employer national insurance contributions, accelerated wage growth and inflation at 2.6%, above the Bank of England's 2% target, have also added to uncertainty. The bank's rate-setting policymakers reported on Thursday that the planned increase in the rate of employer national insurance and the national living wage could affect future inflation. This is because businesses have indicated they might respond to higher taxes by raising prices or by laying off existing workers.